Imagine waking up in the middle of the night and your big toe feels like it's being crushed by a vice. Or worse, like there are tiny jagged shards of glass grinding inside your joints. If you've ever felt that, you know the absolute nightmare of a gout flare-up. Now, usually when we talk about lowering uric acid, the advice is always about what to stop eating. Stop the steak, stop the seafood, and most controversially, stop the sugar. This leaves many of my patients terrified of the produce aisle, believing that the fructose in fruit will trigger another attack. But that is a dangerous half-truth. What if I told you that avoiding fruit completely might actually be keeping you in pain? I'm Dr. James Carter, and today we are going to set the record straight. I have compiled a list of the top 7 fruits that are not your enemy. In fact, they are your kidney's best friends. These specific fruits contain powerful compounds that actively dissolve uric acid crystals and help flush them out of your system naturally. But before we dive into the list, if you want to join a growing community of people dedicated to aging strong and pain-free, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. By joining Heal Fit Health, you won't miss out on our weekly practical tips to help you reclaim your health naturally. We are in this together, and I need you to stay with me until the very end because the fruit at number 1 is a game changer. It's often overlooked, but clinical studies suggest it acts almost like a natural medication, reducing inflammation in record time. Stop letting joint pain control your retirement. Let's flush that acid out, starting right now. And finally, we have arrived at number 1. This isn't just a fruit. In the world of rheumatology, we often call this Mother Nature's allopurinol. The undisputed champion for fighting gout is tart cherries. Why are they so powerful? It comes down to a specific compound called anthocyanins. This is what gives cherries their deep, dark red color. Here is the fascinating science. Studies have shown that the compounds in tart cherries actually block the activity of an enzyme called cyclooxygenase, the exact same enzyme that anti-inflammatory drugs aim to stop. In fact, a study conducted by Boston University found that patients who consumed cherry extract had a 35% lower risk of a gout attack compared to those who didn't. When combined with their medication, that risk dropped by 75%. So how should you take it? You don't need to eat a whole orchard. Just a cup of fresh cherries or a small glass of unsweetened tart cherry juice daily can make a massive difference. But a quick warning for my diabetic friends. If you choose the juice, make sure it is 100% pure concentrate with no added sugar, or you defeat the purpose. So number 1 is tart cherry. If you are suffering right now, this might be the best grocery trip you make all week. Coming in at number 2 is a breakfast favorite that you might be avoiding unnecessarily. Strawberries. Now, I hear this all the time in my clinic, but Dr. Strawberries are sweet. Won't the sugar spike my levels? Here is the truth. Not all fruit sugar is created equal. Strawberries are incredibly unique because they are relatively low in fructose compared to things like apples or grapes. But their real secret weapon against gout is their massive vitamin C content. You might think oranges are the king of vitamin C, but strawberries are right up there. Why does this matter for your joints? A major study involving over 46,000 men over 20 years found that those with higher vitamin C intake had significantly lower risks of developing gout. Think of vitamin C as a flush button for your kidneys. It helps your kidneys filter out uric acid and send it out through your urine rather than letting it crystallize in your toes. So here is my prescription. Slice a handful of fresh strawberries into your morning oatmeal or Greek yogurt. The fiber in the berries slows down sugar absorption, making it safe even for most pre-diabetics. Don't fear the strawberry. Embrace it as your daily kidney cleanser. Now let's move to number 3. This one is a tropical powerhouse that does something no other fruit on this list can do. It is pineapple. You see, pineapple contains a rare enzyme called bromelain. In my years of practice, I've seen patients spend a fortune on bromelain supplements to help with their joint stiffness. But you can get it right here in this produce aisle. Bromelain is famous for breaking down proteins that cause inflammation. Think of it as a natural crew of workers dismantling the swelling around your gouty joints. But here is the secret most people miss. The highest concentration of bromelain isn't in the soft, sweet yellow flesh. It's actually in the tough core, the part most of us throw in the trash. If you are just eating the soft rings, you are missing the medicine. My recommendation: when you slice a pineapple, don't cut out the core. Slice it very thin so it's easier to chew, or better yet, blend that core into a smoothie. It might be a little tougher, but that is where the gout fighting magic lives. However, pineapple is higher in natural sugar than berries, so keep your portion to 1 cup a day. Treat it like a potent medicine, not a dessert. Number 4 might seem like a big mistake at first glance. It is lemons and limes. I know exactly what you are thinking right now. Dr. Andrew, my problem is uric acid. Why on earth would I add more acid to my body? This is the most common myth I hear from my patients, and falling for it could be keeping you in pain. Here is the chemistry twist. While a lemon is acidic in your hand, once your body processes it, the citric acid actually has a powerful alkalizing effect on your urine. Why is this vital? Imagine uric acid crystals are like sugar. In cold water, acidic urine sugar just sits at the bottom and won't dissolve. But in hot water, alkaline urine, it dissolves instantly. By making your urine slightly more alkaline, lemon water helps dissolve those sharp crystals so your kidneys can flush them out painlessly. Here is the ritual. Start your day with warm lemon water on an empty stomach. Squeeze half a lemon into a glass of warm water. It wakes up your liver and primes your kidneys for the day. Just one dentist-approved tip. The acid can be tough on your tooth enamel, so drink it through a straw or rinse your mouth with plain water afterwards. Don't let the sour taste fool you. This is one of the sweetest reliefs for your joints. Number 5 brings us to a fruit that proves the old proverb is actually true: apples. You have probably heard that apple cider vinegar is good for gout. But did you know that eating the fresh fruit is just as powerful and much tastier? The secret weapon inside every apple is called malic acid. Think of malic acid as a gentle solvent. Just like how you use specific cleaners to dissolve rust on a car, malic acid helps neutralize uric acid in your bloodstream, making it easier for your body to eliminate. But here is the doctor's twist: not all apples are the same. If you want the maximum benefit with the least amount of fructose sugar, I want you to reach for the green apples, specifically the Granny Smith variety. They are tart, crisp, and lower in sugar than the sweet red delicious. And please do not peel them. Most of the antioxidants and fiber are living right there in the skin. If you peel it, you are throwing away half the medicine. My snack tip: Slice up a green apple and dip it in a little almond butter. The healthy fats will keep you full and your blood sugar stable while the malic acid gets to work on your joints. Number 6 is arguably the most convenient snack on the planet, and it is a powerhouse for your kidneys: bananas. You might know bananas for muscle cramps, but did you know they are a secret weapon against gout? Here is the science: gout happens when uric acid crystals form in your joints. Bananas are incredibly rich in potassium. Think of potassium as a liquefier. It actually helps convert those solid, painful uric acid crystals into a liquid form that dissolves in your urine. Basically, potassium helps your kidneys open the floodgates and flush that acid right out of your body. But I have a very important rule for you: bananas are high in sugar, especially when they get those brown spots. As a banana ripens, its starch turns into pure fructose, which can be bad for gout triggers. So here is the trick. Eat them when they are firm and yellow, maybe even with a tiny hint of green on the stem. At this stage, they are lower in sugar and higher in resistant starch, which is great for your gut health. One medium banana a day gives you enough potassium to keep your kidneys happy without spiking your blood sugar. And finally, number 7, this fruit's name tells you exactly why it is perfect for gout sufferers. It is watermelon. You cannot flush a toilet without water, and you cannot flush uric acid without hydration. Watermelon is 92% pure alkalizing water. But it's not just about the water. Watermelon contains a powerful amino acid called L-citrulline. Think of L-citrulline that is a fuel injector for your kidneys. It helps your kidneys process ammonia and other waste products more efficiently, easing the burden on your filtration system. Now I know the question on your mind. But doctor, Andrew, isn't watermelon full of sugar? Here is the good news. While watermelon has a high glycemic index, it has a very low glycemic load because it is mostly water. This means if you stick to a standard serving about 1 cup of cubed melon, it will not spike your blood sugar like a candy bar would. It is nature's most delicious diuretic. Eat it fresh and let your kidneys do the rest. Now you have the list of the 7 most powerful fruits to help flush uric acid out of your system. But here is the honest truth. Adding the good stuff is only half the battle. Imagine trying to clean a muddy floor while someone is still walking on it with dirty boots. It doesn't work right. You might be eating all the cherries and watermelon in the world. But if you are still starting your day with this one common breakfast mistake, you could be undoing all your hard work and spiking your uric acid without even knowing it. I don't want that to happen to you. So I have prepared this specific video right here, points to the screen, revealing the worst breakfast habits for gout. It's a real eye-opener, and swapping this one thing out could save you from your next painful flare-up. Click right here to watch it, and let's keep your joints healthy and pain-free together. I'm Dr. James Carter, and I'll see you in the next video.